going on, guys? Welcome on back for another BHSU Sports Preview. My name is Tyler Lauder, and I will be previewing the men's 2020-2021 season. So let's jump right on in. Starting off first, let's go over a quick review of what the Yellow Jackets did back in 2019. They finished 20-9 with a 17-5 conference record, averaged 75 points per game while allowing their opponents just over 70. They saw really great percentages across all shooting, being close to 50% on field goals, over 35% on 3 points, and over 70% on free throw attempts. They did hit a 13-game win streak, which was their longest over the past decade. During this season, they took down our biggest rival of the Black Hills, South Dakota School of Mines, beat them twice, lost to them once in the playoffs, had a first-round exit, but still, they brought the very first conference championship since BH has been a part of the RMAC. Looking at last season, they had tons of games where they stepped out and dominated in multiple aspects. Against Chadron State, they scored a season high of 97 points. They had 12 three-point field goals made against Colorado State University Pueblo. And let's not forget about this. They had 3 9-steal games coming up against Dickinson State, UC Colorado Springs, and Chadron State. This team was able to step up at multiple times throughout the season, and it shows why they finished as well as they did. And that's also in big thanks to head coach Ryan Thompson, who is going into his third year as the head coach here at BHSU. Over his past 2 seasons, he has a combined 38-20 record, while being 32-12 in the Rocky Mountain Athletic Conference. As I said, they were co-conference champions last year with Dixie State. The green and gold, they ended this last regular season in dramatic fashion as they erased a double-digit point deficit at halftime to defeat School of Mines within the final seconds. Thompson was named the RMAC Coach of the Year last season as well, and had several players make all-conference teams. Ryan Thompson has shown over his career that he is constantly helping programs, whether that be at Hazen High School or that be at the University of Jamestown as an assistant. Everywhere he goes, everywhere he touches, teams are playing better, statistics are going up. Field goal percent has went up each season that he has been here. Now, if we focus on the roster, if we look at how this team is going to present themselves in their first game, we will be returning 3 of 5 starters this year. All 3 finished in the top 5 in scoring on the team last year. That is forward Joel Scott, guard Trey Whitley, and guard Sava Dukic. These guys here are going to continue to bring leadership and, this kind of experience that is needed at the college level to continue success. Overall, this team lost 6 players, returning 10 and adding 7 new. Looking at this team overall, Joel Scott played amazing last year. He was the RMAC Freshman of the Year. He also was named to First Team All-RMAC, and Trey Whitley was named to Second Team RMAC. These guys averaged 14.9 for Whitley, 17.4 for Scott, and we see Dukic right there with 7.8. These guys are going to have to step up even more than they did last year to replace some of the scoring. As I said, 2 of the top 5 scorers are gone. If we take a look here at Joel Scott, this guy was dominant last year. Not only did he win all those accolades that I said, but he was shooting at about 59.7% at his field goals last year, which is amazing. If he can keep that rate up, he's going to lead the team in scoring again. He's got great size on him. He's able to spread the floor. He's a good passer, good rebounder. He's just a really good overall player. The team is going to rely on him and Whitley to kind of bolster the load and score for this team. But I think overall, this team is very scrappy and they play hard-nosed defense. They're in your face all the time. If we take a look at their schedule this year, due to how the situation is with COVID-19 and everything, they will be playing a 22-game schedule. Now, all 22 of these games will be conference games. Due to games getting moved back, the season opener is now December 4th as the time of recording this against WCU, and then they will open at home against CMU on December 11th. They will be playing 11 home games, 11 road games, And of course, we will still get to see them play against School of Mines twice as that rivalry continues. With them only playing conference games, every game matters even more. Last year, their conference record was the main reason why they won their share of the co-conference championship. In the preseason poll voted on by all RMAC coaches, the Yellow Jackets came in second. They received 2 first place votes, and overall they just finished second when all 15 head coaches had voted. They gained a total of 172 points behind Colorado Mines by a small margin. And that right there is their biggest competition right here, is obviously going up against Colorado Mines, UC Colorado Springs, and Colorado Mesa, all and Fort Lewis, all round out the top 5. Look for those games to be very important for them to finish. Rival South Dakota School of Mines is down at 12. Those games are still important because you always play your rival tough, doesn't matter where they're ranked. So the big games that we're going to highlight there are games against Mines, Springs, Mesa, and South Dakota Mines. If they can get through the top tier of this conference, they have a good chance to roll this season, as Ryan Thompson's a winner. Joel Scott is a playmaker. This team has a good opportunity to get their own share of the conference championship this year and not be co, as long as they can deliver and as long as games are played. And that has been my coverage for the preseason preview for the men's basketball team going into this 2020-2021 season. Be sure to be on the lookout for other previews as we move along. And Yellow Jackets, I look to see you guys on the 11th supporting the men and women's basketball team.